The following is an exclusive presentation of the Dragon Sports Network.
Coming to you live from Paul H. Muse Field at David Carpenter Stadium. Tonight we got a big one. We got Prescott versus Junction City, a top 10 matchup. And, let's just be honest, this is the conference championship, D-Wood. You don't want to jump ahead, but.
No, this is the game everybody's kind of been looking for. This is one that everybody kind of saw was 1-2 in the conference. And I'm glad it's here, Brennan. I'm so glad.
And once again, I never did get number 33's name. He's not on the roster. If anybody knows him, message that to any of us, and we will get that said. He is one of the captains, along with 51 Tony Hodges and number 3 Dominique Grimes. We're about 5 minutes from kickoff, and coaches are in all black tonight, gentlemen. I'm hype. Everybody kind of heard what happened last night. It kind of lit the fire even more, D-Wood.
I'd say so. I'd definitely say so, man. It's I don't know, man. It feels there's a good atmosphere here tonight, man. And I look like these kids down here behind the sign and everything. They got a lot more energy than I've seen the last few weeks, and I feel like they're going to come out ready to play tonight, Brennan.
You didn't get to come last week. I found out later on we had to bus the kids back in, and they were late getting them in. We didn't know we were going to have to bus them 5 miles down the road to warm up in the middle of a pasture. While we were late, they ended up putting them over there on the left side of the field. We didn't get to run through the sign last week.
That's Falk for you.
Found out later on what the problem was, but that's what it was. So we are going to get to run through the sign. We're ready with 4 minutes to go. Prescott.
A lot of kids.
A lot of kids, man. My goodness.
It's at least 50 for sure.
And I've heard good things. There's a couple of players that come to mind. I believe number 2 and number 4. I don't have their names on me, but there's a big receiver, about 6'3", 190. They're going to try to run their offense through him. They got a pretty good dude on defense. Prescott's going to have dudes all over the field. Let's be honest.
They're a traditional powerhouse is what they are in football, man. They're always going to have a good contending team. And, this year's no different than the rest. They're number one in most polls for a reason, Brennan.
Absolutely. Year in and year out. And I really thought last year was their year to win it, D-Wood.
Like we talked about. This is just one of those power teams. This is a 22nd meeting. Like Wayne just said, and it's 18-3 advantage right now for Prescott.
They didn't get us in the good years, though.
No, they really didn't.
Let's be honest. They kind of dodged some bullets.
I think that's the last time that Prescott probably came to this field was back in the mid-'90s. So
they didn't.
It's been a long time.
The Jacquees Dancy and all those days. They didn't get Byron in them. Be honest, man, they dodged some bullets. And I know they've had some dudes come through that school every year, and we're fixing to find out who gets this football. I kind of wouldn't mind having it ourselves, D-Wood. Prescott deferred. Junction City will start with the football, and that's kind of what I was hoping.
Which
Get
also,
out there.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Brown, I'm walking over you. But, you said last year they onside kicked it a good bit. So, don't be surprised. They don't want to kick at the Dom in the back and try to have something big happen right off. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see an onside kick again, kind of catch them off guard like you talked about.
We've not – don't want to jinx it, but, man, we have been very disciplined on those onside kicks this year. Ball has had the boys ready to go. The rest of the coaching staff, man, they've done a phenomenal job. One that comes to my mind, I believe it was Baker, man. it was a great kick, and he speared it and went to the ground, man. It was beautiful.
That's what you got to do. And sometimes if it's too hot, just jump out the way. Don't take the risk of it bouncing off of you, heading right back to them.
My goodness, they got a lot of kids. Here comes your Dragons on the field, led by Brady Pinister. Tell you another one, man. That Kane Lee, he's a good-looking kid too, sophomore. Seen him kind of in some spurts last week in the fourth quarter, D-Wood. I think he recorded 2 or 3 tackles, all for a loss. Just another thing to say, the future is bright here in Junction City. I'm trying to look here. Last week, Taylon Owens was QB1 with Montre being down and done a phenomenal job. Can't say enough about Taylon Owens. When you had the luxury to come out and have a kid like Taylon Owens when your quarterback's down and do what he did, that speaks volumes.
Oh, yeah, it did. Owens, you knew he was going to come in and compose because he's been that way since he's a freshman and moved up in basketball. He's been composed his entire career, but, come out and make some of the throws he did. I hate to say it, but it surprised me some. But, it was a very welcome surprise.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Lamontre Hankton's on this football field, and he is back deep with Jordavion Williams and Dominique Grimes. Pinister and Lee had great games last week, man. I thought we were one short. I think Pinister come off. He did.
Pinister came off. Would have been 12 right there.
Okay.
We rushed Owens on late right there, and Pinister had to come back off.
Prescott had a pretty good kicker last year. Not sure if it's the same kid, but we have Lamontre at the very back. In front of him, we have Dom. Woody's going to take a few steps back. Brennan Lee in the middle of the field. I believe this is Hammer. That's Hudson on this side. In front of Williams. We're all set to tee this one off here. And he is going to kick it. Right at Lee. Lee kind of mishandles it at first, gets his grabs, and that's going to be number 4. That's the kid that that I've been told he's a do-it-all kid. He's a freak athlete.
He just flew to the ball.
Yes.
I mean, that's what you're going to expect from this type of players over here at Prescott.
We're going to start at about the 26-yard line. Lee, great job kind of staying composed, not trying to rush that. It was a hard ball to catch. I mean, it was a line drive kick. Reached up to get it, and it kind of popped out, and he stayed composed, picked it up. I mean, he maybe picked up a yard or two, but
I mean, yeah.
Like you said.
He tried to get over here and try to get a little bit more field over here to the open area, but just wasn't there. It closed up quickly.
Twin sets on both sides. The Grime brothers, one
kind
side.
Of the backfield by himself. Got Pinister back here at the H-back position.
I'm expecting a big night from Pinister D-Wood. See Hankton getting this ball game early. He's going to get the snap, bring Williams in motion. Right off the bat, we got a flag. Going to get a false start. Going to get Davis.
A quick start right there, I guess, on the left side.
Antsy to go, and, I mean, that's the one thing.
You can't have those
You can't
right
have
there.
those in a game like this.
When it's potential conference championship on the line, you cannot have those type of mistakes early.
Same formation, Twins on both sides. This last one, Jordavion come in motion. See if we do it again. He's going to go in motion. Hankton's going to get it, and he's going to follow his run. Hit right at the line. Believe that was number 7 from Prescott. I don't know if he picked up maybe 1.
Yeah, I believe just 1 maybe at that.
Kind of a, I mean.
He came all the way from the backside over there.
He came from the backside.
I didn't see what the blocking scheme was like on that. He might have needed to get picked up or chipped over there by the H-back position. But
everybody else was blocked. I mean, if he could have got that one guy, you never know. Hankton's in the gun. I thought I saw a clap. Hankton's set back. He's going to throw it. He's going to sling it deep.
That was a little high.
A little high, but I'm kind of glad he did. 6 read it perfect. But they had Pinister sneaking on that backside, D-Wood. Not sure if they had a busted play there, if their corner come up too quick. But Pinister and I believe it was Woody that was down deep, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
They were both there.
All deep routes, almost all 4 verticals is what it looked like right here. Owens even looked like he might have had the guy beat over here as well.
Yeah, that right there, that's going to come. Pocket was kind of collapsing. Good job on the line. I mean, he had 3 or 4 seconds. That's all you can ask.
Low snap, it kind of mentally hurries you up a little bit.
Again, I thought we were all sides. That was Owens. Hankton's going to try to tuck it. He's trying to drag a guy. Drags 2 guys,
right
still
there.
going. But, I mean, you picked up 2 or 3 yards. It's going to bring on the punt team. Credit that Prescott defense there. They stood tall, but you started off with a negative play right off the bat with the false start. You can't have that in a game like this. That's going to bring Baker on to punt this football away. And Ball mentioned it yesterday, I believe it was, D-Wood. You got a young team. You want to see them have some success and kind of get the crowd on their side early in this ball game, see some success. I mean, you have a young team. You got to remember that.
Good high
get
punt
a good
right
roll.
Here. Shouldn't get a return out of that.
Yes, good one. About the 39 in Prescott, on the Prescott side of the field. 36-yard punt by Baker there. That was a nice one. We've been told, you know what they're fixing to try to do, man. They got a dude receiver. They're going to try to get it to him. And you can't blame him. Dominique is on defense. I see another familiar face. That's Jackson Thurman. He's back. Good to see Thurman back. Got the big brace on, but going to need him to play. Brennan Lee really had a breakout game last week, in my opinion.
So they're going to split it. They're going to spread it out wide right here.
You know what they're going to do.
It's going to be man-to-man D also. And
they're
going
tough
to get some pressure.
Brennan Lee with the tackle, about right at the first down marker.
I tell you what, last week Brennan Lee wrapped up very well, and he continues it right there.
Yes. said his name a lot. I think he had 7 or 8 tackles. Had one big return that was called back. Lee, like I said, in my opinion, he had a breakout game.
We're going to run kind of a no huddle right here, kind of get you going pretty quick. Right, got to get some coverage over here in the slot. Finally do Lee getting out there.
Right across.
False start.
Yeah, that's about 4 or 5 guys jump. I mean, that's a big one. They're all looking at the center. You like to think maybe if you got that many people jumping, everybody had the count but the center. It was somewhere in that area. But we'll take it 5 yards back on Prescott side of the field. At the 45, that's the negative plays you want. We kind of gave them one to start. Clock's running. There's 10 minutes left here in the first quarter.
Right here, offensive line as far as Prescott. I mean, they're
here comes third. He's going to throw that deep, and he almost a great catch.
A great catch. Good defense by Dominic Grimes.
I thought he pulled that down for a second.
I did too. That's the only thing.
Thurman popped him, didn't he?
Yeah, the only thing. I mean, you see these receivers for Prescott, man, they got a lot of length, a lot of size. And
four is going to be the dude that they talk about so much. I think he was averaging before that Fordyce game. I know he was averaging close to 200 yards a game.
Which Larry over there, he's done a good job all year.
He's done a phenomenal job.
I believe he leads the team in interceptions this year. He's done
5 pass breakups last week. Got a lot of pressure coming up the middle.
Right. Read it well, Baker. That's what you love to see, boys.
That was Javion, Hudson, and Jermaine Singleton with the rush. I don't think any of them got blocked.
Well, that was a screen right there. They're going to let you get free reign all you want right there.
I wouldn't let them get that free.
But that was a good job by Baker, though.
I believe that was Marcus come on. He's not wearing 64 again this week. Big third down here for Junction City. See if they can do it. Kind of a good snap. Banks coming off the side. He's kind of got a wide open screen. Woody's finally going to bring him back. Kind of in no man's land. Great pass there.
Yeah, kind of like it looked like it kind of did a little bit of a zone more than a man right there, and kind of passed him off to the safety. Safety a little bit late. He found the open spot in the secondary.
Yeah, that spot right there, Junction did a pretty good job recovering. Had that one spot, like you said, they would, and great throw, great catch. Big first down play for Prescott. 35-yard line. Prescott's going to stay in motion.
With the pass.
That's
that
a hold.
should have hold right there. Clear
He's going to get it. He got it.
He gets called.
I believe that was Hudson that was getting held, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Hudson or Lee.
It was an obvious hold.
Yeah, when he yanked it back.
Brennan Lee, I mean, he's coming in making big plays. I mean, even when he's not making the tackle, he's making them have to worry about it, causing a hold right there.
Yeah, didn't think they were going to call it, Dewood, but like at the very end when they just, completely yanked him. And, you see that much motion, you got to throw it. All the way back to the 45. The pass was incomplete, kind of behind, but you know what you're going to get with Prescott.
I'm kind of waiting. I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a run right here, maybe because it's been straight pass so far, except for the short screen.
Going to get the fake. He's got a good bite on it. Singleton giving chase, but he didn't get there in time. Woody's going to try to finally bring him down. After about a 15-yard pickup, he's down to about the 30. It's going to bring up a second and about 6.
That was a good little read right there, though. Kind of keep it.
I thought Remarcus was fixing to get him, but
yeah, you had 2 Dragons right there. You'd like to see. You both trying to go for the one you think is going to get the ball, but you'd like to see one of them take the other, take the running back, the other take the quarterback. But it's a lot easier said than done in this scenario. You got trips right here. Need to get. Okay, we finally get Woody kind of motioned over here. They're
taking the top off for the fork and get a one-on-one matchup, though. That's all they're doing, and they're going to go to him. Right off the bat. That you can't have a one-on-one with him. And he gets the touchdown. That's just nothing. You're gonna have to double that kid. That kid, he's an animal.
He's a solid receiver.
You saw him on kickoff. He made the play. When Woody had to come down and guard that other receiver, you knew immediately what was fixing to happen. And it was a great thrown ball, great catch.
Oh yeah, it was. Which also, the quarterback right here. I don't know what year he is, but he's a senior.
Yeah,
he kind of. Comparable to last year's quarterback for Prescott, it doesn't look like he has quite the arm strength, which he might.
That quarterback last year was nice.
Yeah, he was.
Kansas State baseball recruit, I believe.
He was a heck of a quarterback. We saw him down there at Homer last year on our off week.
Yeah, man, that was a game. You kind of after watching that game, Homer was very, very good last year, and Prescott. It was 10-0, 9-0, 10-0
until late. Yeah.
Yeah, and.
Got one more score, I think, late, made it 16-17, but it wasn't.
Kind of thought it was Prescott's to lose. Like I said, they weren't getting beat after watching that game. And Ended up, who beat them last year?
They didn't run into old Rising, maybe.
Rising, right. Rising went on that phenomenal run.
Well, Charleston was heads and shoulders above everybody last year.
Yeah, it didn't really matter who got there. Let's see if you get that energy back, man. You had some plays right there. You really gave up a couple big, not huge plays. I mean, the big third down play really kind of took the head off the defense.
Well, yeah, it definitely did. But, I mean, as far as offensively right here, I mean, you hurt yourself the first play getting behind the sticks. I'd like to see how we handle that, not letting that happen right here on this drive.
Someone get a hand on number 4, man, because that dude right there, he is
going to be wary of onside kicks here.
Going to kick it deep. That's Woody. Woody's going to field that clean. Woody's going to try to get around the side. He gets around 2 guys. Pretty good little return there, down to about the 37, 38.
Good starting field position right here.
Woody Grimes on return for the Dragons. Take over. Dragons.
It's going to bring the Dragon offense out. This is a very important drive. I mean, I know it's early, but it's 7-0 Prescott. And we talked about it. You're going to have to put points on the board this game. I mean, it's Prescott, and but this Junction City offense, man, they're is that Dom?
That's Dom.
Got Dom at the quarterback position. He is going to tuck it, try to get around that edge, hit.
Not quite able to get out there.
Couldn't tell who had that block on the receiver, but he couldn't quite get he held it, but I mean he got around it and made the tackle for about a 2-yard loss, I believe.
Well, they saw that formation and they went ahead and put everybody in the box right there, prepared to stop that run.
I don't know if Dom if he could throw it, man. That's something to keep an eye on later in the game because you see the attention he's going to draw. Everybody in the state knows who he is now. But if he can throw it, you could send Montre out there on a route. I mean, any of them. You've seen Pinister throw one already this year. Hankton in the gun by himself. Giving a lot of space out here to that one receiver. Hankton's looking around. He's got some pressure behind him. He's going to have to try to get around it.
Good look to find Jordy right there.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's what you love about Hankton, man. For him to be just playing for the first time in a while, he always looking downfield.
That play right there, credit Jordavion Williams, man, not giving up on the route. I mean, I thought he was throwing the ball away, and next thing I know, I see Jordy streaking down the side. I mean, that's about a 7-yard gain.
I mean, you got to like the way he helps his quarterback out right there, not giving up on a route, kind of trying to find an open area for him.
That's a senior play by Jordavion Williams.
Number 1 right here at this kind of, I guess you might say, linebacker spot maybe. Okay, they're going to come back up. I'm about to say they're going to give more pressure right here. They gave Dom way too much room right there.
Big down right here for Junction City, and he's hit immediately. He's going to get that throw out. He would.
Pinister picks up the first down.
What a play. I mean, I thought he was for sure sacked. That's 2 throws by Hankton early in this game, man.
You see what you like to see is that he saw the pressure coming from that side, Brennan, and he saw the receiver leak out right there, and that's where he went. I mean, that's something mentally,
it's something you can't teach. Good point by Andrew Tommy right there. I mean, that's just, but you want to see you're in Prescott territory right at the 49, continue this drive, and I was going to brag on Pinister there right after this play right here. Hold on. Hankton's in the gun. He's going to hand to Williams. Williams tries to hit the hole. He's got a little space.
Good pickup.
Good pickup there by Jordy Williams. Pinister, number 30. He's shown the great ability to catch the football this year, Dewood.
That's huge, man. That is so huge for us right there. You got to have another threat on the outside and him be able to do that, man.
A back his size. I mean, Pinister's a big boy.
Oh,
he's quick.
Sure.
I mean, but, man, you have soft hands like Brady Pinister has, man. That's huge.
And
right at the 45. A lot of space on the receiver out there. He's going to hand back to Jordy. Jordy is hit right at the line, man. I want to see a little bit of a push. Prescott brought more bodies than we could handle right there. Bring up about another 3rd and 5. Jordy didn't tiptoe that one. He hit the hole hard there. The hole just collapsed as soon as he got to it.
Owens right here, you had him in the slot with a lot of space right here, but over here on the opposite side, about to do the same type of thing. They're going to come up now as Dom
they
right
were
there
given 10 yards of space on those last 2
they're
plays.
coming off. No, they're going to come back up now. No, they're backing them off, man.
Hankton's looking. He's going to throw it out to Pinister. Pinister's going to try to get around one guy. He cannot.
Face mask.
There's the flag. 2 flags coming. Another one from the backside. You could kind of see that one yanked from up here. I don't know what that back flag was. I would hope it's the same.
Yeah, it's got to be.
But this judge over here, he had it right. It was an easy call. And that's a big call because, I mean, they had him bottled up.
I'm telling you, that's what you don't like to see. I mean, if you're from Prescott, I mean, you had him wrapped up. There's no need in even reaching that way.
I don't know if they're different penalties or. There we go. Junction will pick up the first down. You're looking for this big play for Junction City. I'm waiting on it. They're going to end up taking the top off of it.
If they continue to come up on the slot right there like they just did and then back off to Dom, you got to hit Dom right there. Give an open space. Let Woody get the block on the corner. Dom one-on-one. I like his chances.
They got it at fourth down?
I guess they're not going to say it was a personal foul. I guess it's just a 5-yard variety.
5 yard and a loss of down?
Incidental is what they – I guess we still have that in high school football. We don't have that any other.
Okay, they got it back to third. I was watching the chains. But it was really – we only picked up 3 yards. We were at the 45. Now we're at the 42. I don't really know. We didn't get a
5-yard. It is about a 5-yard, but still. It's –
regardless, 3rd and 2. Hankton's in the gun. Hankton may try to swing this out to Dom. Hit immediately. I can't tell who was – that was Woody. I mean, man, he come off quick.
They saw that quick. I mean, if you could almost – like that could set up something good for later on also. If they sat there and they faked that little pass right there, Woody could possibly go straight down the field. I mean, you're setting yourself up for big plays. But
5. Yeah, about 4th and 5. Got to get to a little bit past the 40-yard line for the first down. Prescott not respecting the deep ball at all. I thought we had an early start. He's going to throw it. Good job by Dom just getting a hand on that. That was pretty good defense by Prescott. Pocket kind of collapsed. He threw that off his back foot. Defense has got to stand tall here, D-Wood.
Yeah, defense. I mean, you had a good little drive last time. I mean, you just got
2 plays.
Yeah, a spectacular player is what happened on the last little touchdown pass. But
offense has just got to settle down a little bit. Woody gets that block. Dom's going to get around there. Several other plays. That was a great. Pinister made a good play. I thought Jordy had a couple good runs.
You like to see the way Hankton's staying composed right here, though.
Yeah, like you see, he stood up in the
Still
pocket
early
there.
In the game.
Didn't have much to work on. They're in the gun. They got some pressure coming off Pinister. Didn't get there. I believe that's Thurman. Baker's going to get to him. And there was
Baker
one
was
more.
Almost gonna rip
Williams.
It out.
Or Davis, Javion Davis. Prescott is extremely hard to defend. The ball's still going forward. Going to be about 2nd and less than a yard.
They get the ball out quick is what they do.
It's very hard
passes.
to defend. And if he's throwing it like he's throwing it, I mean, he's been money every pass.
Look like it'll be a direct snap right here.
Oh. He yanked Dom down.
He's calling that.
Yeah, that's offensive pass interference. He yanked him down.
He pulled him towards
I mean, you got to credit him for fighting back to the football there for your Prescott receiver. You really didn't have much else you could do, but it's going to go in Junction City's way there.
Which should make it. I'm not sure. Yard variety.
Is it a 10?
I would say a 10, but make it 2nd and 10 possibly. 2nd and whatever. 2nd and 11 maybe.
I'm going to bring back in Remarcus. Javion's going to come off. I'm waiting to see where they spot the football. Going to be back on Prescott's side of the field. Is it a 15?
15 is what it's going to be. I'll take a 15. I'll take a 15-yard penalty any day.
Yeah, but you got to make them pay here, though.
You do got to make them pay. You got them behind the sticks right here.
Again, at 2nd and 15. They had it early at about 3rd and 13, 3rd and 14, and they were able to get the big play.
Big
Junction's bringing the
can't got to back up right here. Hudson's way close. You bring the house, but you got to. I'd back up a little bit.
It, yeah. The way they can throw the football, you got to respect that.
That's
Gets
kind
the
of
block. He's got several blocks.
Here's what I don't like right here, Brennan. He was blocking before the pass even came out.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but you're not going to get that call in high school most of the time. College, you're getting called for that, but that's a great play call from Prescott. There's really not much you can do about it, but you're right. I mean, Lee was getting blocked before it ever come out.
No.
A big pickup for the Curly Wolves all the way down to about the 31. This quarterback has been money. That was Banks.
Banks.
Helmet come off.
He's going to come out.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure, like right here, they'll probably go to.
Hold on a second.
He kind of staying down for a little while there.
He's up. Okay. I say Banks. Can't say enough about Jordan Banks, man. Jordan Banks is one of the hardest workers on this team.
He's had a good year.
He's starting to see the dividend, the pay for it. You know, Deuce is going to come off. Javion's going to come back on. So their quarterback has to go off one play, right?
Yeah, one play. Which is going to bring in number 15 right here. I mean, they haven't ran the ball with anybody other than the quarterback right here, but
second and 11. He's going to go around that edge, trying to get
a hold
there.
right there should have been.
Did they get it?
No, they didn't get a hold.
Was Lee again?
Lee was getting held again over here. Kind of on the shoulder pad. I mean, I don't.
Regardless, that's a great kind of a misdirection, and he took it around that outside, got the block he needed, and took it for the first down.
There's something they like about running to that left side because each time that's the way they've gone.
We got 1:45 left in this first quarter. Prescott knocking on the door once more. Demarion Henry on that far side. Another speedster. He's got all day to throw it. He can tuck it and run it if he wants to, and he will. He's quick, man. He's close to the goal line. This Junction City offense, when they get back on the field, is going to have to do something this next drive. They've kind of looked out of sync. Kind of Prescott took them out of the good. Junction's going to have to respond this next offensive possession. They credit Prescott, man. They've come out to play. This is a big game for both teams, and I mean, it's 13-0, fixing to be 14 if he hits this PAT here, and he does. It's this early in the ball game. Junction City hasn't had good starts in every game. They've the second half has been their half every game, and that's where it's paid dividends for Junction City. We're going to stay with you here.
Just
14-0 Junction. You can't shoot yourself in the foot.
Can't shoot yourself in the foot. Can't get too far behind in the first half.
Yeah, exactly. Prescott's we've had a couple of opportunities, that big 2nd and 14, and then there was a 3rd and 13 or 14. You just got to find ways to get off the field there.
Yeah, I mean, Prescott's kind of helped you out, got behind the sticks a couple times for you. He's kind of, this big plays after that kind of.
Credit them, man. I mean,
a little bit.
The throw, he has not missed a throw tonight. I mean, he is, even on his deeper balls, he has been money.
Now, like I said earlier, his arm strength-wise, it doesn't seem like he's quite like the one last year, but this guy right here, he can still place it, and he's.
Like Wayne told us, he was a Kansas State commit. I'm almost positive it's baseball. But, I mean, you go somewhere like Kansas State for baseball, you got a cannon, and you can see it. And like you said, last year's quarterback, he could really zip it around with the velocity. See, we've had a lot of good kickoff returns here for Junction City this year. They had it on the 40, the 35, moved it up to the 40. You need something to get this crowd into it. You got a pretty good crowd here tonight. Prescott brought a pretty good crowd. You just need something to energize the crowd, energize the team.
That's going to be
Hankton. Hankton's going to field it. He's looking for that block, trying to cut it outside. He cuts, makes one guy miss, makes another guy miss, makes another guy miss, makes another one. My goodness, I kept saying it. There was a flag late. Did we get a late hit?
Might be a late hit.
Was it Flowers?
I'm not sure who it's going to be on.
I saw Jacameron. I thought Jacameron hit a pretty good block. I didn't think it was that late.
Either that or piled on late. I'm not sure. I can't. We're going to find out soon.
Man, Hankton's shifty.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
4 or 5 missed tackles there. I mean, that credit him just juking right and left. And
they're facing toward. Yeah, it was against Prescott, so it must have been piling on right there.
You don't want to see something like that. We all heard what happened last night. Get that under control. It'd be a 5-yard penalty. We're going to start at the 41 on our side of the field.
I don't know what 5-yard penalty that could have been.
I thought it was a 10 if it was.
15 if it's personal foul. I don't know. Did he even sign anything? I didn't. Face mask, I guess.
Okay, we're going to start right there at the 41, our side of the field. Hankton's in the gun. Twins on this side, single back, single receiver on the other side. Throw out the Dom. Dom's got some space. Makes one guy miss. Bottled up after maybe about 3. Credit Prescott, man. They're flying to the football.
The ball.
These short routes where Dom can make a guy miss, he makes the first guy miss, but you got a couple more right behind him. I mean, just credit Prescott right now.
I mean, yeah, you might have to hit him with a double move soon. I mean,
that's going to bring the first quarter to a close. It is 14-0 Prescott. Junction City has the football when we return.
Located at 501 North Main Street, stop in at State Line Pharmacy from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Besides filling all of your prescription needs, you can also enjoy their delicious line of Bluebell ice cream and shop their seasonal boutique. If you're in a hurry, use their convenient drive-thru. And if you don't want to wait in line, come to State Line Pharmacy. State Line Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Junction City Dragons and the Dragon Sports Network. Making lives better from the ground up is what Roseburg believes in. Located at 1165 Del 10 Highway, Roseburg responsibly manages and uses the world's most renewable resources to manufacture high-quality wood products that will transform lives, economies, and communities today, tomorrow, and for future generations. From their vast timberlands to their facilities and into the hands of their clients, Roseburg's vertically integrated approach ensures they are well positioned to meet the demands of the marketplace today and tomorrow.
As we're getting ready to get the second quarter underway here, it's about second and call it 8.
Yeah, but second and 8 heading north to south now. You're going to see, I mean, like we said, I mean, it's kind of
Prescott's flying those short passes. They're doing a phenomenal job. But see how far they're playing off Woody right there. Going to bring another guy over.
As soon as that pass come out, one's going to he's going to crash that hard. But
one's a good-looking kid too. Hankton's in the gun by himself. Got twins both sides. Hankton's got the snap, good snap. Scanning the field. Hankton's going to try to tuck it and run it. He's going to put that back, and Dom had stopped.
He kept going downfield. It might have been there, but
I think he thought Hankton. I thought Hankton was running it. He had stopped and was fixed to come back and try to block, and Hankton had other things on his mind.
You got to know your quarterback, man.
Yeah.
He has not shown at all really this year that if he's always looking downfield.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. That's a play you'd like to see, and I mean, the throw was on the money if he would have just kept going. It was right there.
He's got the arm strength to get it to you. So I mean, if you got a chance to get downfield, go ahead.
Big third down play here. Owens he's scanning it. High throw by Hankton. He had some guys in his face quick, that one. The line's done a great job of protecting him tonight, but that time Prescott kind of dialed up the pressure, and he got rid of it way too quick, and it sailed. You're going to call on your defense.
They keep coming with pressure like that on 3rd and long, man. You'd like to see a little bit of a screen action right there.
Yeah,
kind of get Penister right there, come off the side, the H-back position.
Going to bring 15 back deep here. Got to get a good snap off.
Each 3rd and long, whatever long down like that, they have enjoyed bringing pressure.
Had all day to kick. Gets a pretty decent one off.
Not going to be able to have a return.
Get on the football, boys. About the 32. Penister's going to pick it up. Like we said, man, I can hear y'all talking over the crowd. I mean, get up and, get them going, man. Fire them up.
You got to have something to get some energy in this place right now. Maybe a big play defensively right here could do it for him.
I would. You got the big receiver, and you kind of got to cheat to his side, man. You got Dom guarding
right here, but it's a big height difference.
Yeah, the kid's sitting at 6'2", 6'3". There it is, Demarion Henry. What a play. That's the spark, and you kind of hear a little bit of clapping in the crowd. Marion, the good-looking junior, man, can't say enough about him. But once again, here we are at a familiar face, D-Wood. 2nd and long.
Second and long. They've kind of done a little spot pass, some type of short route to get some yards after the catch. But
see if Baker or one of them can ring the bell here.
Send some more pressure right there off the edge right here. They can't.
They're going to throw it. Another
right
good
there
pass,
wide open
man.
on it.
Lee's going to chase him down finally, but, man, the ball's right on the money. They're just running fantastic plays.
Well, it's the zone, and it's just not.
Yeah.
Way too many holes in the zone defense that we're running right now. Way too many.
Yeah, and that play right there, that was about a 25-yard pickup probably.
I can't tell if it's kind of like a cover 3 they're trying to run right there of 1 high safety and 2 corners kind of taking the deep thirds, but
Going to hand off up the middle, and he didn't have much of a hole but made something out of nothing. Trying to see what kid got to him first. I thought it was Penister.
Penister kind of got his hands on him first.
I see Lee pop up from down there, Javion. And there was one more dragon I'm trying to see. That's Penister. About a 5-yard pickup, 5-6-yard pickup. Sitting at the 40-yard line, you got to see he's got to eventually miss on one of these passes, but it's not going to be right now. And Lee gets a hand on him. Good job holding on to him.
You got him held up.
A host of Dragons. You like to see everybody coming to help, but like you said, we're trying to strip it. Good job by Lee holding on there.
Well, if you get him held up like that, I don't mind it, but it's the trying to strip at the initial attack on the tackle is where you kind of faults. But
that's a big. I mean, Jordan Banks is a big kid, and he's a good 2 inches taller than Banks. That's a good looking
if you're
kid.
over here on this side right here, like in D. Henry's position, you're kind of shading over there to that. If it's not a
kind of going around that outside, he gets a good block out there. We come up, crash it pretty hard. Who was that on the big hit?
Larry.
That was Larry.
Larry with a low tackle.
Larry's been a phenomenal player this year.
Tackling has definitely improved also over the last few weeks. That's one thing you like to see. Dan Haynesville, it kind of struggled, but it improved last week, and it's showing this week. They've been working on it.
Yeah, it's just we're missing that big play offensively to get this crowd into it, get our players into it, man. That's the one thing we haven't really struggled with this year is the big play offensively. And so far, another handoff, and Baker hits him immediately. Another host of Dragons. Big Deuce.
3rd and long right here, Brendan. This is another chance to get off the field. Well, they're probably 4-down territory, but you like to
yes.
Get them to a 4th down, man. Like, make something big happen right here.
I want to see Big Deuce
4 is
uplift
wanting the ball
somebody
right there. He is calling for the ball.
Well, we don't have anybody over there to help him. I mean, he's got single coverage, and he's fixing to go with that. He's pushing off. Dom, phenomenal job.
Great defense by Dom. Great. Getting a hand in there.
Phenomenal.
I mean, you're mismatched size-wise.
Yeah, you're giving up
quite a few
6-7 inches.
Yeah. But you're getting that hand in there, and you are making the big play.
Textbook. I mean, that's textbook defense. But this right here, man, it is a 4th and about 60, Wood? 5? 4th and 6?
4th and 5 right here. I mean, this is a
huge play.
They're going to move 4 over here. They're getting him off of Dom. They don't.
Oh, we didn't jump, did we?
And this is just what you do right here. You have a chance to get off the field, and you screw yourself over.
It's going to be 4th and 1. A lot more manageable now. And I don't know. They had a field goal kicker that could boot it pretty good last year. I don't know if he's still there. I don't blame him. I mean, you're 4th and a foot.
Yeah, this is good. It should be an easy run play right here to me.
Oh, that's close.
Right there, close. I think he's probably going to get it.
Hudson.
But
the way they're acting, he picked it up.
He picked it up, but it was right there close. That was a way to come down.
Hudson shot out of a cannon there. That extra effort by that one right there is what picked that up because Hudson hit him, man. I mean, it was a phenomenal tackle by Hudson. That was one that fought. He's going to get it out quick, and he's got a guy. He looked down before. Yeah,
very wide open on these. He heard number 5 coming through right there, though. I think is what happened. He saw that guy flash right there, and he.
But like you said, it's too much space.
It's too much space.
I mean, credit the quarterback for making the throws, but he's throwing it. He hasn't thrown in much coverage tonight.
No.
It's going to be a handoff to that right side. Hit. Picks up
a good
7?
Yeah, 7, 8 yards right there.
Couldn't tell who had the tackle. Was that Larry? Went low on him. Another big 3rd down for this. 3rd and about 3. Maybe 2.
They're trying to hurry him and get on the ball. They're not even at the hash. They're trying to huddle up and get a line up on the ball out there on the numbers.
You can't sell out on the run here because he's got such good receivers. And he is going to run it, and he's got a hole. That was Hudson on the tackle, but he will pick up the first down there. We're at about the 7. He had a big hole to run through there.
Timeout right here.
We're going to take 30 seconds with them. 8:28 left in the half. Prescott knocking on the door when we return.
Located at 404 South Main Street in Junction City, Louisiana, McGraw's Barbecue is the best thing smoking. Open Wednesday from noon to 7 p.m., Thursday from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m., Friday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Swing by McGraw's Barbecue and put some South in your mouth. McGraw's, the official barbecue of the Dragon Sports Network. Lanxess reminds you to call 811 a few days prior to digging. You will give the operator information about how to contact you, where you are planning to dig, and what type of work you will be doing. Each affected utility company will then send a locator to mark the locations of the underground utility lines. This typically occurs within 2 to 3 working days. Notify, wait, confirm, respect the lines. A reminder from Lanxess.
So far, it's been all Curly Wolves here, D-Wood. It's 14-0. They're knocking on the door again. Junction just hasn't been able to hit that big play offensively. They've had 2 or 3, maybe 4 opportunities defensively to get off the field. The 4th and 6, the 3rd and 14, the 2nd and 15. I mean, plays like that, Prescott's been able to dial up a good play.
You had them at a 4th and 6, and you let them off the hook is what you did right here, too, also.
Yeah,
See, they got number 4 out here. A lot of space over here to the left. I mean,
That's a pitch and catch. Going to
hand
hand it off up the middle, and he's going to take it in.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Prescott.
Hudson just – it wasn't seen somehow. Somehow that wasn't seen.
I saw it. 8:23 left in the half here. Junction's going to have to come out offensively with a spark here. They're fixing it. Bear with us here, folks. We're trying to get the PAT lined up for Prescott. Finally fixing to get the thing underway here.
Lining up here.
Getting that pressure on the side, but I mean, they're letting that go through, and he has been pure all 3 kicks. That's 21-0 Prescott. You got to have a spark right here, dude, but we're going to stay with you, man. It's just the plays that you got to make them, man. I mean, you get a 4th and 6, and you get the penalty. You get the 3rd and 14, you got to get off the field. Offensively, we haven't had that spark. This isn't the Prescott team of last year. I mean, that's a light way to say it. And you're making them look better than they are. I mean, so credit Prescott. They've made the plays. They're throwing to open receivers, and they've done a very well job of it, a very good job of it.
Yeah, they've done a very good job of it. I mean,
they fly to the football defensively.
They've done. I mean, they're a very good, well-coached team right here, and it's showing.
What you can't do is you can't put your head down. Junction City, with the power they have offensively, man, you gotta have something positive happen and then build.
Got to have something right here offensively. You got to right here.
You had Hankton on that last return. He made several guys miss. We got Dom back deep middle of the field there. It's hard to see anybody kicking it to that kid anymore.
Yeah, it's.
Wouldn't mind seeing him kick it over to Williams.
Yeah, it's
Williams.
21-0. Go ahead and take your chance now. I'd love for you to.
They're going to get the onside kick. Oh, good. Who is that?
Owens.
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 Another phenomenal play by Owens. That's what they did last year. They got up on us. They tried to onside it. Owens right there with great hands.
You got the ball right here at the 45-yard line on Curly Wolves territory. You got to capitalize.
You got to make them pay for that. I mean, let's be honest. You got to make them pay. They tried to get cute with it right there. I mean, you got someone down 21-0. You go for the throat. They did what you should do. But you got to make them pay now. Pinister and Hudson in the backfield with Hankton, I believe. Dom far side, Woody and Owens near side.
Hudson right here at the H-back now.
Okay, he's got Pinister in the back.
Get some carries now, maybe.
Ball security is a big thing here, and I believe Owens got an early jump there. You didn't see it. He's wide open. Owens, he's got one guy to beat. He beats him. Owens,
big play
yes,
by
sir.
Owens. Big play by Owens.
Taylor Owens,
That's
yes,
what you
sir.
like to see.
Gets the onside recovery, goes down with a great move. Hankton hits him in stride. He had one guy to beat. Owens throws on the brakes, throws him to the side, takes it to the house. Goodness.
That's what you love to see right there. We talked about it earlier. They were leaving him wide open.
You're going to have to respect
field.
that man. Taylor Owens, can't say enough about the junior. My goodness. He's kind of asserted himself. When we've needed a big play, Owens has been a part of that all year. Let's be honest with you.
Really and truly, he has.
He has been a go-to guy. And
even
you gotta
down there
have
in Haynesville when
yes.
he had a big play. I mean,
we went to Owens.
Yeah, we went to Owens right there. Got a terrible personal foul on
Mr. Automatic. We didn't get any blocking on that side, but he's going to boot that
Nails
up,
it.
and that is in. We're going to take 30 seconds. It's 21-7 after the strike from Hankton to Owens. We'll be back in 30.
People and technology creating a safer, cleaner environment. Located at 309 American Oil Road in El Dorado, Clean Harbors solves tough problems through innovation and proven methodology. Everywhere industry meets environment, Clean Harbors is on site, providing premier environmental and industrial services. To find out more about Clean Harbors, go to www.cleanharbors.com. Clean Harbors is the presenter of Game Night on the Dragon Sports Network.
What was that, dude? What, about a 45-yard strike?
Yeah, it was first play, wasn't it? I believe.
Yeah, after
the first play, 45-yard touchdown right there.
Great throw to, Owens, and Owens does the rest, man. Can't say enough about that kid, but that's what Junction City needed. Got the crowd into it. Now can the defense answer the bell?
It's also right here, I'd like to see how you handle the kicking right here. I don't want to
kick it to number 4.
We kick it short right there, but they're going to let it go, though.
Kind of didn't handle it well.
Now.
D. Henry's going to run him down. D. Henry finally gets a hand on him. Credit D. Henry, man. Did not. But where was everybody else?
I don't know. D. Henry ran all the way downfield and ran
all the way back.
Another 25 yards to make the tackle. That kid is all effort, Brennan. All effort.
I wish someone else would have had that. We've been pretty decent on kickoff this year, but like we said, I didn't see anything going on there. Prescott's going to take over inside Junction City territory after the nice return at about the 42.
You know, Ball talked about the biggest thing was line of scrimmage and everything like that, but he also said special teams.
Yes.
Special teams are going to come in big right here, and, I mean, that kind of is a big return right there. You kind of like to see them not allow that, but
he good. Who was that, Dom? Dom read that perfect.
Yeah,
kind of a shove after there.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of.
This game's going to be chippy. It's going to be after last night. These are the two big dogs in the conference this year.
But I mean, yeah, the officials last night did not. I mean, I hate to say it, they didn't really keep control. But these guys tonight so far have been on top of things.
Yeah.
They met before the game and everything like that, try to get things under control. And now, I mean, they're throwing the flags when they need to be thrown. I mean, it's done a good job so far.
Tonight. Junction looking like they want to bring pressure. Got to be careful. Prescott didn't like something at 7:57 left in the half.
They're going to call timeout.
Did they get it? I didn't think they got
timeout.
it. Okay,
they
got it
over there. Yeah.
We're going to take 30 seconds with them. At 7:57 left in the half. It's 21-7 Prescott. Second and 10 here. Coming up, Junction City really flew to that football.
Really, I mean, that's what you like to see.
A little momentum. Let's get this crowd into it. Let's get a big play right here.
You got momentum on your side right here, and you flew to the ball greatly on that little spot pass they tried to do, little screen pass that they've had success on so far earlier in this game.
Yeah.
But you collapsed on it a lot better right there and kind of stopped it.
Prescott, they will receive the second half kickoff. Would love to see a stop and Junction City get the football right here. It's 2nd and 10, the 42. Brennan Lee was fixing to come, but he's got a guy beat. He's going to be in stride. Dom come over there and clocked him, but Brennan Lee kind of was in between. He tried to come, and he couldn't get back.
Yeah. He faked the blitz right there, and the quarterback saw it. I mean, that's
great read.
I hate to say it, but you
Prescott.
can't. If you don't have back-end coverage, you can't. I don't know why you're even trying to fake that. That makes no sense.
Yep. Great read by Prescott there, and, I mean, they made us pay. Going to hand off to number 3. He's got a huge hole to run through. My goodness. Defensive line was lifeless there.
On that one right there. It was.
We've done a pretty good job on the run tonight, and I was kind of looking for somebody, and I was like, man, he's got an 18-wheeler hole down there.
Yeah, they brought everybody in and just kind of opened it up. And
you kind of had the big play to spark it, and then the fake by Lee and the great read by the quarterback took the top off of it, and the big pass and then the run play. I thought we blocked that, but he didn't quite get there. I believe that was Tony Hodges. We're going to take 30 seconds. It's 28-7 Prescott. Junction City will have the ball when we return.
Located at 501 North Main Street, stop in at State Line Pharmacy from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Besides filling all of your prescription needs, you can also enjoy their delicious line of Bluebell ice cream and shop their seasonal boutique. If you're in a hurry, use their convenient drive-thru. And if you don't want to wait in line, come to State Line Pharmacy. State Line Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Junction City Dragons and the Dragon Sports Network.
After the big play by Prescott there, capped off by the run to finish it, they're back on kickoff. Do you think they onside kick it again, D-Wood?
I mean, you got to be wary of it. I mean, it's kind of.
They did it 2 or 3 times last year.
I mean, they're definitely not scared to do it to you, but I mean, it's kind of. I don't know how you read.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's a 3-touchdown game. You got to go down and score the football right here.
You got to, especially with them getting there's 7 minutes left in this quarter, and then they get the ball again at half.
Kind of an in-between kick. Someone's got to come and get it. Hankton gets it on the run. Hankton trying to get around. Hankton shoots out the middle. Thought he broke that. Good tackle.
Yeah, just wrapped up his ankle. That was a good tackle.
I thought he shed it, but like you said, it was 14, I believe, from Prescott. Just kind of had both ankles wrapped on and held on, and I'm waited on the cavalry. Great job.
I'm telling you, if he hadn't right there, I believe Hankton was going to
Hankton was housing that. Yep. Junction City offense has got a spark here. You had Owens on that last one. You got to do something to open it up right here. You got to have a strike.
I mean, the downfield pass. I mean, to your players that aren't Dom and Woody right here have been open.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of. I mean, you
can
tell they're definitely focusing on those guys.
Well, you got to. And I mean,
beat you with somebody else is what they're saying.
With single coverage right here with Dom and do a fake move and go deep. He's going to play up, man. I'm taking that shot. He's going to back off. There we go. Hankton's in the gun. Hankton's looking to this side. He's going to throw it over to Dom. Dom's got guys flocking to him.
That's a good pickup
about
right there on first down.
About an 8-yard pickup. Good throw and catch by Hankton to Grimes.
Well, they're going to give you that space right there. You got to take it.
Yeah, that was a great job. After he caught the ball, Prescott just flying to it. 2nd and about 2. See if Junction City can dial up here. Got 4 receivers to the far side.
Look like it right here. I mean,
I don't know if you only got 3 guys over there to defend it. Hankton's in the gun. Hankton's going to take off. Hankton, he's got a guy that slipped. Hankton makes one guy miss. He does.
He's held on to the ball a lot better right there, but that helmet almost knocked it out.
Prescott, deep into Prescott territory. I'm right there with you, D-Wood. 32.
32-yard lines where he's going to get tackled at.
Took a pretty good lick, man. Like you said, that helmet went right there, dead-armed him. I'm surprised he held on to that football. And here we go. Taylor Owens in at quarterback.
definitely kind of.
I can't believe he held on to it.
That was a good lick, is what it was.
Yeah, right in the arm, dead arm. Taylor Owens
12
showed
seconds. We got to hurry up right here.
Owens has showed he is very capable to run this offense. Owens in the gun. He's got it. He's scanning the field. They bring the pressure. He slings it out. That was Lee.
Lee. Big-time play by Lee right there.
Good throwing. I mean, you come off the field. You just scored a touchdown. Got the onside kick. You've been running receiver. Your quarterback goes down. You come in and throw a strike to Lee. I mean, you can't dial it up any better than that. 2nd and about 1. But right here, you got to get your line's got to get a good push right here.
I believe it. I mean, 2nd and short right here. I believe you're going to go ahead and
let
get
Jordy pick this up. Get behind Big Deuce and Big Hodges and go. In the gun, he's going to hand off Jordavion. He sheds a tackle, but hit him. That was, I think Lee missed that tackle. I mean that tackle, that block. If he could have got, did he pick the first?
No, he's about line of scrimmage maybe.
Hankton's back in.
Which again, also, I mean, 3rd and 1 right here, 4-down territory, obviously, but right here again, like they gave so much space over there to Dom, like, and there was, to me, there was no way if he could have went to the outside, possibly, there was no way anybody could have came over there and helped
Hankton's
on that.
By himself. He's wiping off on Pinister's towel. He's got 10 seconds. Hankton's got it. They got the snap. Good snap. Hankton scanning the field. He's going to sling it. Ball come out weird. Tipped. But that just tells you you're comfortable with that pressure kind of got to him there, and the ball slipped off his hand. You saw him trying to wipe his hands off for that play where it started. Ball come out weird. You don't see many balls come off of Hankton's hands wobbly like that.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, I would have liked to seen another run attempt right there. Like, you have a horse back there with Pinister. It runs hard, man. I'd like to go ahead and pick up the hard yards right there with your bulldozer right there.
You got Hankton in the gun. I believe Jordy's in there with him. You got Hudson and Pinister in there as well. You got to have a blocker. You're going to take a timeout. This is a huge play. We're going to take 30 seconds with them. We'll be right back. It's 4th and 1.
Making lives better from the ground up is what Roseburg believes in. Located at 1165 Del 10 Highway, Roseburg responsibly manages and uses the world's most renewable resources to manufacture high-quality wood products that will transform lives, economies, and communities today, tomorrow, and for future generations. From their vast timberlands to their facilities and into the hands of their clients, Roseburg's vertically integrated approach ensures they are well positioned to meet the demands of the marketplace today and tomorrow.
It's a 28-7 game, D-Wood, but, man, this right here, Junction City knocking on the door. You got to pick up this first down. It's 4th and 1.
These last few drives, you've shown a lot of fight right here, but you gotta do something right here. You got to pick up this first down and keep the momentum going right here.
I mean, this right here, there's no other way to put it. You have to pick up this first down.
I mean, so far defensively, you've kind of struggled to stop them. I mean, you've had them back on long yardage plays, and you kind of let them off the hook each time, but you like to see.
You got to, if you can't pick up a yard, I mean, say it for what it is. If you can't pick up a yard, you're not going nowhere in the state playoffs. You got to be able to pick up 1 yard.
Got to.
You got
right here. I believe this is going to be a Hankton run right here. They're going to go behind a kind of a little heavy set off to the right.
Follow his blockers. I mean, you got a lot of meat on the bone
there. Put a lot of people in one space and just push forward.
Do not jump all sides. He's going to have to pick it up. He
didn't get it. Maybe, I don't know.
I thought he was really close. I thought he had got it. He's acting like he didn't.
They're gonna
have to come out and. I think with that mark right there, short.
Yeah, that's gonna be short, I believe.
You got that many. How do you come unblock? How do you get a guy unblocked though?
They're gonna measure.
With watching the guy on the far side, there ain't no way he got it.
Yeah, that guy. What he's marking over there, it'd be tough. But that's
he didn't get that. There's no way he got it. Looking at the ball, unless I'm just not looking at something right. He's about a foot short.
It's first time all year. We get some chain gain action out here on the field.
You got to be able to pick that up.
And it looks like it might be a little short. Not a little short.
It's about a foot short, isn't it?
Yeah, it's almost a whole yard almost.
Prescott letting us hear about it too. But you got to be able to pick up a yard. Say it for what it is. You got that much meat on the bone over there. There's no reason to have somebody come unblocked. And I don't think that kid was touched. I mean, go back and watch it yourself, but the kid looked like he was unblocked to me.
Yeah, he came through definitely unblocked right there.
You've got 7, 8 bodies over there on one side to block everybody, and you got a quarterback with the legs that Hankton has, and you lost out on a yard. I mean, that's –
Again, I don't know why you don't use your power run game, power running backs. I mean, Jordy, he's kind of your more patient runner, kind of your quick. Let me see a gap, and I'm going to shoot it quick. He's not your power guy.
Penister, Hudson.
I mean,
you got both of them. Penister is shown.
You got the guys. You got to put them out there.
I mean, Penister hits a hole as hard as anybody I've seen run a football on either team. Any team this year. Penister, he hits the hole, man. I understand what you're doing right there, and, like, you dial that play up. There's no reason you can't pick up a yard with it. He's in the gun. He's going to hand off that left side, and he got a good block. Woody's finally going to chase him down. I think he got a hold on that far side.
It's got to be a hold right there. From that spot, it's got to be.
Yeah. But you see, man, Prescott was fired up after that. I mean, they're talking the talk.
Yeah,
you got to respond to it.
Coaches are too over there. You hate to see that, but that's what I'm
Yeah, but respond to it, man.
You got to. If people talking to you don't fire you up,
I don't know what can fire you up. I mean, seriously.
I'm telling you.
It fires me up.
Oh, boy.
I mean, you got to have some grit. I mean, you
make a deep playoff run. I mean, there's adversity there. You got to overcome it. I mean, you got it right here.
Deep.
Clear chance to face adversity.
Tries to get that quick pass out. He does. He's got blockers out front. A good chip block on Hudson there. He's just going to outrun everybody. Penister's going to try to get him, but
should have angles.
He does. Did we get no flags? I didn't see anything to cause a flag. I was just scanning the field. I don't see one. He had a great block on Hudson there. Kind of caught him from the side, and, man, he scampered down the field for about.
I mean, they got good length and everything. Kind of you'd be able to throw it high, but you'd like to see the defensive line when they do collapse on a little screen like that and let you go. Hands up, man. Try to knock the ball down.
Haven't seen that this year.
It's just, you'd like to see it, but, again, like you said.
You went from knocking on the door. Oh,
big hit.
Who was that, Larry?
Hudson came up with a big hit.
Jarred the ball loose.
That was Thurman.
Thurman
with a big hit.
Thurman's
the ball out.
Thurman's been hitting people hard his whole career. Good to have him back, seeing him fly around the football field. You went from knocking on the door down here to cutting it to a 2-score game to 3 plays later. They're knocking on the door down there on their side of the field.
Chance to make it a 4-score.
Man, that's just it's Junction's done it to themselves this half. You had to come in and play a good game. You had to be fired up. I haven't seen it yet, other than the play by Owens. Handoff around this side. Banks is going to get him.
Wrap up right there.
Wish I'd have seen that ball pop up. Lee was right there behind him, but Jordan Banks again knocks about 3 yards off. Another
good third.
It's going to bring 3rd and 8. Another, I mean, it just feels like it's been all, you got to get the chain gang right, boys. There we go. They got it right.
3rd and 8, 3rd and 9.
He's looking to that right side. Someone didn't get him, but good. Thurman. They're going to get the late hit. Didn't think it was. He went low on him.
I don't know what the face mask, maybe.
He had him around the ankles unless the second guy got him. I didn't think it was late. I didn't think it was a face mask.
Holding.
Okay. I didn't see anything on the 2 Junction.
If they are going to help you like this, Brennan, you have to capitalize.
They've done everything. They've done everything but give it to us.
You have to capitalize. They're helping you out so much right here. It is 3rd and 14?
Yeah.
And you
I've seen this before, though. Clock's running. We're at 3:25 left before the half. Junction City's got to get a stop right here. There's no other way to look at it. They're in 4-down territory. He's looking, scanning the field. He's got pressure to throw it all day. He's got a guy that just takes the top off the defense, and nobody's there.
He's in the slot. It's been the seam the entire night. I don't know. I don't know how you keep getting beat by the same play.
Another big 3rd and long play. I mean, it's there.
3rd and 14. You have them right where you need them, and you let them off the hook again.
So instead of it being 28-14 on the other side of the field, it's it's 34, fixing to be 35 to 7 Prescott with 3:06 left in the half. You're playing for pride at this point in this half right now because you've got to get something positive and go in that locker room and pray for a turnover or two. We'll be back in 30 seconds. It's 35-7 Prescott. Junction City getting set to receive the kickoff. Dancing around. He's going to get ready to boot it, and he will. And he's going to boot it right at Hankton again. Hankton's going to catch it. Sling it back to Dom. Dom's trying to get across the field. He gets around one guy. Gets around two guys. A dart by Hankton coming back across the field. Prescott was ready for that.
They were. I mean, that's – you've been paying attention. I mean, that's the guy. Everybody knows.
There's no hiding him anymore. What a bullet pass.
I mean, that's what you do. I mean, that's what good teams do on the kickoffs right there. You always have those guys on the backside that always stay home.
My goodness, you could do that again and fake it to him, and Hankton has a lot of room to run on the next one.
Boy.
Just something in the future. I know that's a pretty advanced thing to do, but Hankton's in the gun here. 2:55 left in the half. I thought Owens got another early start. He's going to throw it out and just throw it.
What like?
Owens had just kind of stopped on the route. Prescott will take back over on their side of the field.
Yeah, I don't know. That was
miscommunication, or I don't really know what was going on there.
No, I don't either. I
didn't even get good and settled in.
Like this is. You have opportunities, and you're sitting there. I don't know.
Oh.
Again, this is a young team, but
you got Hankton in at safety. I mean, Prescott knocking on the door again after the turnover. He just kind of lofted that up, and I mean, they
just left it up there. Yeah, I mean, that was all that was going to happen.
Another deep ball. Here. Can Dom pick it off? Dom's going to pick that off, get it right back. Dom's streaking up the sideline. He gets past one guy. He's going to cut it back across the field. Dominique, he's got a guy streaking behind him. Dragon defenders. Right at midfield. They got to blow that dead.
They got to blow the whistle right there. That was
Woody got
somebody
cut from behind.
Quarterback right here got absolutely destroyed.
There's a flag back there.
On guy.
Well, there's a flag back at the 20. Woody got absolutely lit up in the back on that play.
The block, but I don't like a block in the back right there. There was no.
He was on this sideline. Why are you blocking?
There was no need. Like, that's just. I don't know. Anyway.
Junction City has the football back.
You get another opportunity to sit here and do something special right here. Kind of make this game. I mean, Bring it back to a 3-score right here before half.
You got to.
I mean, you got to. If you got any sort of chance to make this even a game in the second half, you got to do something here.
Prescott went for the kill shot.
Yeah,
they gifted it back to us. And you can't blame them. You got someone by you know what Junction City can do. They've watched the film. They tried to take the top and go for the home run. Twins on both sides. Got 5 seconds on the play clock. 3. He is going to get it off, barely. Scanning the field. He's going to have to tuck it. He's going to have to run it. Hurdles a man. Man, there wasn't much blocking there. Receivers kind of standing. Line kind of standing around. I mean, just everybody kind of standing around. Hankton's
doing it by himself right there.
Kind of doing it by himself. He picked up 4. I thought he was going to be hit about 5 yards back. Everybody just kind of stopped. I mean,
you got to hurry up right here.
2 minutes left till half.
Some sort of sense of urgency.
Hankton's in the gun. Hankton scanning the field after the snap. He's looking downfield. He's hit. He got hit pretty good too. Blindside. Kid's giving you everything he's got, man. You got to pick him up. We're going to step away for 30 seconds. It's 3rd and about 8 when we return. 1:35 left for half.
Located at 404 South Main Street in Junction City, Louisiana, McGraw's Barbecue is the best thing smoking. Open Wednesday from noon to 7 p.m., Thursday from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m., Friday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Swing by McGraw's Barbecue and put some South in your mouth. McGraw's, the official barbecue of the Dragon Sports Network.
After the sack, that brings it back at about 3rd and a long 8.
Yeah, 3rd and 8 right here. Kind of.
You get the interception by Dom, and you're trying to do something positive, and man, they're just people standing. Let's say it for what it is, they're standing around doing nothing.
Is it? That's what you're gonna get your quarterback hurt right there.
I know some folks don't like to hear that, but
you're getting beat man over there.
I mean, we call it for what you want us to call the game, but that's what they're doing. We tell you what they're doing. I mean, you got to show some grit.
Which they're coming down with 3 down linemen right here.
There's no reason to have your quarterback hit like that.
There are 4 down linemen, I believe, on the last play, but it's going to be 3 down right here with 3-3 stack right there, look like.
Twins on each side. You got Hankton in the gun. Hankton gets the snap.
And just right to him.
Gets this. Well, that's whew. Nobody's on the same page. It's all curly wolves to this point. You're playing what's for across your jersey at this point. I mean,
yes.
You come in here hyped up, and right now there ain't no life in this field.
What we got right here? False start.
Gonna back him up 5. He's got plenty of leg to make up the difference there. Well, folks, I'll tell you, this is as bad as I've seen us look this year. Twice as bad as I've seen us look this year. We just don't have the fight tonight.
Baker close to.
He almost blocked it, but he puts that up and in. It's 42-7, man. It's a minute. We're going to take 30 seconds. We'll be back in 30.
People and technology creating a safer, cleaner environment. Located at 309 American Oil Road in El Dorado, Clean Harbors solves tough problems through innovation and proven methodology. Everywhere industry meets environment, Clean Harbors is on site, providing premier environmental and industrial services. To find out more about Clean Harbors, go to www.cleanharbors.com. Clean Harbors is the presenter of Game Night on the Dragon Sports Network.
It's 42-7 here, Prescott, with 1:28 left in the half. This Junction team has took a punch and they are laid out. Is that Williams, Jordy trying to follow his block. They're just standing there, man. It's hard to even talk because they're just standing there. He's trying to follow he's got his hand on their hips trying to make them block, and you can't do that.
They're not even trying to find a guy. They're standing there letting them come to them.
Credit Jordy for just trying to wait on his blockers, but, brother, if you're waiting on blockers tonight, you're going to wait a while. Junction will take over at the 36. You got to show some fight, man.
You got to. This is,
like I said a minute ago, you're playing for what's across your chest right now, and a lot of people that you can't fold like this. Hankton's in the gun. Hankton's scanning the field. He's going to just toss it deep. Try to hit.
Pretty ball. Just overshot him just a little bit.
What a ball.
It's a little overshot.
I thought for a second when he got to the peak he was going to be able to run under that. He gave it his best look. The ball was thrown all the way down to about the 20, wasn't it? You gotta take your shots, though.
You gotta try to put points on the board somehow.
8 seconds left before the play clock runs out. He's got the snag. He's gonna hand it off up the middle, and there is
no push whatsoever.
As you can imagine, there's just a lot of standing. I know people like to hear positive things, but if you can find positives, please tell me what to say.
It's rough right now. The moon is pretty.
There's a cold front coming in next week.
Oh man, yeah.
Late next week. I guess that's positive. Hankton's in the gun. He's scanning the field. Once again, the block, and that was my goodness.
Yeah, you just take it to half right here.
We're going to go ahead and we're going to take, it's 20 seconds. We'll stay with you just 20 more seconds, I guess. We're going to be able to take that to half. As soon as it gets to half, we're going to wait about 2 minutes, and then we're going to bring in Gary and Derek Rocket for your halftime stats. As we're going to go ahead and take that break. Halftime, it's 42-7 Prescott. We'll be back in 2 minutes, and you'll hear Gary and Rocket.
We're back with the DSN. This is Derek Rocket. I got Gary Meeks with me. Just going to recap that first half. Gary, it's a rough one so far.
Yes, sir.
But I mean, we got a lot of lows, a couple highs here. What if you're Coach Ball? You're in the locker room right now. What are you telling your troops to get them ready for the second half? I mean, can you get a little juice in them?
You gonna go back on what's across your jersey. You know, you're down 42-7. You gotta have some pride in yourself right now. And when you put that Dragons across your chest, it means something. It still means something to me. You know, I'm pretty sure it means something to everybody up here on this booth. You know, and you just gotta find it. You gotta dig deep down and find it in you. You know, to come back and show a little effort. You know, and come out a different ball team. And hopefully, you know, I'm pretty sure they're getting a big mouthful full of it right now. And, you know, hopefully they take heed to it and come out and show us something different.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, it means something. And, I mean, you got to come out. We talk about it all the time in sports, a team getting the win taken out of themselves, and that seemed to happen in Junction. And you'd have a good play here and there, and it would just get stopped. I mean, you get it 3 or 4 plays into your drive, and it hits a dead halt.
Yes.
I mean, we've seen some good passes by Montre. I mean, that defensive front Prescott's got is some animals.
Yes.
They have outstanding edge rushers, and we're just having a hard time containing them. I mean, 10 can play, he's got to have time.
Yeah.
And the running game, when you get down by 2, 3, 4 scores, running game's kind of it's null and void at this point. You got to throw the ball to keep the ball moving and catch up.
Defensively, man, we got to, you know, I'm going to hit on the D-line. You know, we got to get some grit in us up front, you know. And, you know, I haven't seen anything real impressive out of Prescott's offensive line that we couldn't, if we foul off the ball and make our reads, we'll be in the backfield every time.
Yeah.
You know, you get pressure on that quarterback and make him make a decision way before he wants to, you know, that can give our back end a little help. And if we, like I said, we just got to get a little bit more pressure on that quarterback. We just got to find 1 or 2 defensive interior inside linemen that can go.
And we talked about it, Gary, at the half, or before the half. We talked about it while the game was going on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and
for halftime entertainment tonight, please welcome the Wolf Pride Marching Band.
All right, we're going to take a break and listen to the Prescott Marching Band.
The field direction of senior band captain Addison Dickerson, and will be performing their 2023 competition show, Pandora's Box. Band captain, is your band ready?
Deep within the depths of Pandora's box resided a single, radiant entity, a beacon of hope that the gods had entrusted to her care. Hope, though fragile and easily overlooked, had the power to mend the wounds inflicted by Pandora's heedless actions. Of existence, where light and shadow intertwine. The timeless struggle unfolds, the eternal dance between hope and the forces of evil. This is a saga woven into the very fabric of humanity.
We still got about a little under 2 minutes left till halftime. That was the Prescott Curly Wolf Marching Band performing. Junction City trails at the half 42-7, and you heard Gary and Derek talking about, what they got to do or areas that's got to be improved on. I guess the biggest thing is you look at both sides of the ball, the offense, defensive line, you've got to have some improvement there. Guys have got to step up and get a little something done. For the Dragons, I think second half you come out, you got to, like Gary said, you got to play with some pride, and hopefully they will. We're going to step away again for 2 minutes, and when we come back, it'll be the second half of Junction City and Prescott here on the DSN.
Mr. Automatic getting set to tee this thing up. It is 42-7 Prescott as we're getting ready to begin the second half. D-Wood, you want to see some pride here. I mean, let's just be honest with it.
Got to see something. You ain't seen much of nothing except for one play.
Owens.
I mean, a couple plays by Hankton, man. He's
he
put his body on the line
yeah.
for a couple plays right here, and then you got Owens with a great play down here.
You got to match that. Everybody's got to match that energy. But I thought he was finna try that. I heard a whistle before he ever kicked it.
I did too. I guess that was the whistle to say we're all clear. But
well, he was already halfway fixing to kick it. Then I heard a whistle, and he kind of hesitated. Regardless, we're underway second half. D-Wood, we got Smackover next week. I believe we have Gurdon, Hampton, and Horatio left on the schedule. Not sure what order that's in, but I think that's the 4 remaining opponents. It's very crucial to win out. You would get one playoff game at home at least. And let's be honest, man, this isn't how this game was supposed to pan out. Everybody, people that's watched Prescott, watched Junction, we've talked to people that's mutual, that has no dog in the fight, and they were expecting this to be a dog fight. 3A's kind of wide open this year, but let's be honest, Prescott's come in here and trying to put those rumors to bed.
Yeah, Prescott's come in. I mean, they've
backup quarterback.
They've showed more fight than what we've shown. Let's put it that way. Their quarterback took a big hit at the end of the half right there.
Big Deuce got through the line of scrimmage, and Hankton's finally going to get to him, and he's going to step out of bounds before that after about a 17-yard pickup, I believe. But if you can win those last 4 games, come in second conference, I would like to I personally think Falk is the third team in this conference, looking at it. Just kind of scanning over the teams. Now, you have to play the game. Falk is a good football team.
They had a good quarterback, too. I mean, he threw some pretty balls, man.
But this isn't the Junction team that stepped foot at Falk.
No, this isn't what it's not what anybody was expecting to see today, at least wasn't hoping to see.
I believe that was Hankton on the tackle, wasn't it? Yeah, that was Hankton.
Penister and Hankton right there.
Hankton come up and stuck him. Penister cleaned it up. Quarterbacks gave you everything he can tonight. He kind of got gun shy there at the last second of the half. Got popped a few times and tried to turn a couple loose.
It's just like
went our way tonight.
I don't know what we're
hand off around that side. Who is that with Chase? That was Penister. Blew it up, cleaned up. That
Baker.
Was Thurman.
That was Baker.
Baker. Excuse me, Baker. The sensational sophomore.
It's like there's I don't know. To me, sometimes there's too much looking over at the sideline when you need to hurry up, and especially with a no huddle. So we're still looking at. They're already getting ready. We're still looking at the sideline right here. That's
like you said. I mean, that's
a no huddle offense right here. They're running. It's not.
The only team that's really just punched us in the mouth this year is Haynesville, and you've took 2 punches to the mouth tonight. I'm trying to see what that piece of trash is on the field right there. At about the 42. I've been looking at it. I mean, it's not a flag, but it kind of resembled it one minute ago. I was just sitting there kind of looking at it. I'm going to pick it up. But, I mean,
like to see the edge players right here kind of have more fight because they're running to the outside. It's not the inside. They're running to the outside. I mean,
they got 7 yards before contact every play. Another handoff to that right side going around that edge.
Like, I don't understand. It's like the DN collapsed in. Like, I don't.
I believe that was Thurman that come up and popped him. But not before he picked up about 4. Like you said, that's where we've been the best at is the edges this year, and the edges tonight is what they're attacking. Banks and
Baker and
Henry, Hudson. I mean, we have had sensational outside play this year. I don't know. Every time we get on the air, Flannel starts calling me. I don't know what the kid's problem is.
It's like he has no sense.
My goodness. Trip-up tackle again by Thurman there.
It's like he obviously knows you're on the air.
The whole halftime, he waits till they call.
Let me be dumb and call as soon as halftime's over.
Old Flannel. I didn't see him in attendance tonight. I saw his girlfriend, Allie, but I did not see Flannel. He may be at Atwood shopping for the last sale before Christmas.
That's good. He's out of control with them Flannels.
That was a false start. They're finally going to blow that dead. 79 was trying to get a little ahead of himself there.
See, I believe what the schedule's going to be, you got Smackover next week. It's going to be in Smackover. And then I believe open date. And then I think you start back up Horatio. That's going to be homecoming. That's a game everybody looks for is homecoming. And then I believe you end the season right there with Gurdon, going to Gurdon this year.
Good hustle by Thurman to get off the field there.
Slides.
Ball's on the ground.
Snap.
He's going to pick it up. He's got Baker in front of him.
Hit
Henry
the sideline and
he's still running.
A touchdown. You got to be kidding me, Brennan. That's ridiculous.
I'm trying not to say what I want to say.
That's a
15-yard.
15 yards,
he
maybe 20 yards from the spot of the line of scrimmage. And
Is that the door come off back there? Did Wayne throw another door?
I'm just like, this is.
I'm trying to think positive. I can't find one. My goodness.
I don't know how you let that happen. Any team that has any heart or anything like that, like, how do you let a play like that happen?
He had 3 kids 5 yards from him. I mean, Baker, there was 2 more. I was just waiting. I think Banks was one of them. I was just waiting on one of them to grab him. And he kind of just scooted. Now, 15's quick. Don't forget that. But
we're going to load up on the left side, try to block.
We got the block.
Offsides is what we do on the side that we're not even trying to get the block from. We load up 5 extra people on the left side, but then on the right side, we're going to jump off sides.
I don't know how to dial it up, D-Wood. I mean, I don't know how to – trying to paint a picture for our viewers.
Well, they got a screen to watch.
Some are listening. Some are going to be fired up at us, but we're just trying to light a fire. We're just trying to do our job.
Man.
Once again, that was
been,
Dom that shot off the side. I thought he was offsides, but
you know, I guess I don't understand how we line up refs wise right here, because you had 2 refs like right here underneath the goalpost, which I understand.
Yeah.
You had one just standing there right there to the right of the, or to the left of the line right there on the Dragon side, and you had one watching the line of scrimmage on the other side. I don't know. I guess I would think that one of them would be on the line over here. But that might not be how we line up in the state of Arkansas.
There's 2 kids on that sideline in jerseys not getting to play this season that I would absolutely love to have out there. That's Jamarian Tolles and Jay Carter.
Yeah,
Tolles is 100% effort. He's along with Banks and
one that brings some fire right there. And
Jamarian Tolles was set for a huge year. Jay Carter, you know what? Jay Carter was a highlight reel every time he stepped on the football field. He could play a little corner. One of the best wide receivers in the state. I mean, let's say it for what it is. You would align him, the Grimes brothers, and Owens. You're not going to find many 3A receiving corps that are as good as that.
You're going to kick it off. That's going to go to Dom.
Dom's going to pick it up at about the 18.
You got backups in right here for Prescott, and they're going to come in and
make a good tackle.
Great tackle right there, number 44 for Prescott.
Helps him up.
Right in there. They're going to come back. It's going to be the starters on the defensive side for the most part, I believe.
Is 4 out there? I don't see him.
Was he playing?
Yeah, he's their star defender. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he played some defense. He played a lot of defense. He was a good player.
Yeah, that's first D. I haven't seen 4 play defense all night, but Brennan said he had, so we're going to go with it.
Brother, you've been over there complaining the whole time. Hankton's in the gun to start here in the 3rd quarter. It's 3 minutes left in the 3rd.
Motion Dom into the backfield.
Dom's in the backfield with Hankton. Low snap. He's going to hand to him. I mean, he's got
nothing there. He's going to break out of it, though.
But
he was trying to strip. Number 7 from Prescott was trying to take the ball from him. Instead of that, he just made a lot out of nothing right there, honestly.
We're going to say it again. He had 3 guys in his face before he well, as soon as he had the handoff.
Could have been a loss of 4 or 5 right there. Ended up picking about 4 or 5.
Montre didn't even get the ball in his hands before he got hit.
No.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and about 6. Hankton's in the gun. Twins to both sides. Going to bring Dom back. Same formation.
Might as well. I mean, send Woody on a. I mean, what we did at Haynesville, just send Woody on a.
Montre's going to keep it himself. Hit immediately.
Ivy completely ripped off the Prescott player's helmet, it looked like. Could have been incidental, but.
You got to get it under control here. Yeah.
Right here, this can't. I mean, it's
49-7.
Can't have stuff like you can't.
We're going to get the delay a game because they don't. I mean,
well, the refs are sitting here. They're going to have to.
They're going to get the play clock. Yeah, they got the ball. Hankton has the ball in the backfield.
They haven't spotted the ball.
Which, in their defense, it was a lot going on.
Yeah, it's like they.
No flags were thrown either way.
They're going.
Others that are laying down. I mean, let's put it for what it is. Hankton's in the gun. He's going to drop back. He
Good
needs a
protection
mile.
right there on a screen.
Pinister's got it. Pinister's got it. Some blockers out front. Pinister, he
Like
is. Got the first down. Pinister running over bodies, man. That kid right there. He's kind of a look into the future, and he's kind of the present. Let's be honest. Brady Pinister is a dude. Sophomore. If you took a kid to the lab and tried to create the perfect size player athlete, you look at Brady Pinister.
He's a good.
He's out of a lot. He is a good-looking kid. He fits the bill.
Kid, and he's all effort too, man. He's one of those you.
Good run by Jordavion. That's something to keep an eye on right there. You fake that handoff, they left Woody. And I believe the other Owens, nobody was there. That's going to bring the third quarter to the close.
That's kind of. I mean,
we're going to stay here.
That's what's been kind of been there the whole game, but.
Yeah, but it comes down to protection. Can you protect him long enough? Can you protect him 2 seconds to let him throw it? And like we said, I know not everybody likes to hear it, but everybody messes up. I mean, we're not singling out one player. We're not singling out two players. We're singling out a team. And the effort's got to – if you want to do anything this year – I mean, let's be honest. We come in last year – we should have drove smack over in Falk. We still should have come in.
I mean,
you slip up and try to go in there and think you're fixing to blow them out. Guess what? You look up in the third quarter and it's 21-14, 21-20.
Which, I mean,
you can't do it.
We sit there, we talk, I mean, this game right here, we can go ahead and say this one's done for. I mean, it's been done for a little bit. I hate to say it. But, I mean, looking forward to the next few weeks, I mean, this is definitely
the toughest opponent you will face.
Toughest opponent, yeah, by far. I mean, truly, this was the one game in the regular season that really mattered, and you kind of blew it right here. It's kind of.
They got cracked in the top 10. They got some love showed on them, and
kind of folded right here tonight.
They folded.
I mean, as far as the rest of the season right here, you have 4 winnable, very winnable games that you should win handily. It's just going to be coming out and kind of capitalizing on it, and maybe those 4.
There's the deep ball to right Woody, underthrew it.
Picked off right there by 40 by Prescott. That's what he's kind of – but that's what you get from the pressure you've been having right there. He's throwing off his back foot because he's been getting pressured the whole night, and he's not really stepping into throws. I mean,
that's a throw like that's a touchdown throw. He has him beat by 5 yards. And like you said, the pressure's getting to him, and he's letting it go.
I mean, I'd like to see a flag for excessive celebration right there for everybody.
Did they just win state?
That's kind of –
all 60 players are on the field.
I mean, I know probably a kid that didn't get to play that much, and he made a good play
right there. Great play.
Still,
great play. Hey, not taking nothing away from it.
It should be a flag right there. A whole team running out there like that, that's unnecessary. But
play clock's not started.
It's
going to let them celebrate, I guess. Still not started.
We're just going to run the clock as much as possible either way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it, but
yeah,
I mean we're not going to let the play clock.
Like we're sitting there talking about the rest of the games, Smackover's not what they were last year. No. They still have a couple talented kids. I know they have a number 2 last year was a receiver. He's
pretty good kid.
He's still there, and he's pretty talented. I mean, if you can I believe you kind of stop him, maybe you might be able to do something against their offense for sure. And
needed
defensively, you should be able to do it. And then you get a bye week, and then I think you head over to old Calhoun County.
Ball's on the ground.
We're going to get
still rolling.
Fumble. They're going to
I believe that was Lee.
Yeah, Lee kind of got back there quick.
Brendan Lee's been all hustle tonight.
Yeah, he has. He's had a good game. He's had 2 good weeks back to back. He's improved greatly this year, man. The first couple of weeks, kind of a little bit of a struggle wrapping up and stuff like that, but these last few weeks, man, he has played spot on. And I don't know.
Another thing to talk about, D-Wood, Junction City's got a pretty good junior high team that's going to have 5 or 6 kids step up and help this high school team.
Yeah, they're aggressive players too.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you this: walking around at the line and stuff, you got kids that are coming to try to take your spot, so you better step it up.
Yeah, especially on the defensive side of the ball, you're going to have kids that are going to come in there and they're going to
fly to the football.
Yeah, they're going to do that. But I mean, again, they're freshmen right there, which you hate to say you're going to rely on freshmen that big, but, I mean, when you got talented kids, you got talented kids right there.
Exactly.
But anyway, like we're saying also, the Hampton game, I mean, that's a very winnable game. I believe Hampton's definitely a little bit more down this year compared to what they've been in the past. I mean, last year was a pretty back-and-forth contest down here.
Gets that ball out quick. Dom's coming up to it. Didn't get
that was a good
another
block.
3rd and long. I believe that was Baker.
Baker coming out.
Yeah, Hampton's not what they've been.
Last few, I mean, whenever Wesley Abels got over there, he kind of turned that program around, and they kind of, I mean, he built them up pretty good, but then he had the kids that decided to leave from there and jump the Fordyce and help them win a couple state titles, and he, I mean, then Hampton's kind of falling back to what they
don't jump off.
Like, I don't understand that I don't know, but and then after that, I believe that's Horatio, and Horatio, I mean, Horatio's should be able to win that one. Horatio's not a known football school or baseball school.
Not saying you come in here and take them lightly. I saw something about a quarterback they got this year that can sling it pretty well.
And then, like I said, I believe we end the year with Gurdon over in Gurdon.
Handled Gurdon pretty well. You never know with Gurdon.
You never know.
Gurdon's athletic. Their athletic team. You come in and, like we talked a minute ago, you come in and play slouchy. You never know what can happen.
Which, I mean, the way the season's gone so far, I mean, you've lost the first one, then you had played 2 games, which both those 2 games against Carlisle and Lake Village were just very, like, weird feeling games too. It's like it didn't have a.
Felt great for about
it felt great
2 quarters against Carlisle, and then
we got this kid. Oh, this is
what happened right there.
What is going on? We got to stop this.
Oh, they're in all.
We got to stop this, guys.
All right, we're gonna take a timeout.
Red was on his way. Look at this.
Call this game. There's no need even trying to.
Put Kane Lee, and he looks like he needs to deck somebody.
All right, what we got going on here? They're going to try to play it.
No, this is tough.
They can't play it.
Oh, yeah, they're playing it.
God bless. You're kidding me. Call the game. Because those four were ejected.
Yes.
Yep. That means they're out next week.
Yeah.
Well, one of them I'm glad.
Not Lee and Davis and Husky.
I know, but the other one.
We can make up.
I can live without.
Pull the freshman up and quit playing
Good
games.
Buckaroos just shouted. I heard them right there. I just heard it go, yeehaw. Yeah.
Snuck over AD on the helicopter that just flew in the end zone.
Just heard them.
Carpenter is flying down to that end zone.
He's heading to the still house probably. All right, bring us in. Go back to the field. Head to the field.
Camera back out there.
Keep it the narrative short.
All right, y'all ready to come on? Yeah. I think I just flipped this shit. 3,
Mention
2,
that.
1, go.
Getting ready to get this one back underway at 7:33 left in the ball game. Good sportsmanship by both teams being shown out there at midfield. There was a few ejections. We'll leave it at that. Not sure the status on those few players for next week. That's kind of what we were worried about the whole second half. But
Yeah, that's
regardless, we got football to play here. It's 7:33 left in this one. Junction City offense is on the field. They squashed the beef, and they are back ready to get it underway. Both teams, kids on the field, they kind of.
You like to see that kind of
Yes.
happen, especially after what happened. And I mean, again, we've been talking about seeing fight, and then you have the wrong, stupid kind of fight. That's not what you want to see.
You want that kind of fight at the beginning of the game.
There's been things to cause stuff both ways, but I mean you gotta have a better head
Let's
on
put it
your
this
shoulder.
way: you don't want to hear the chirping, you don't want to hear the mouthing.
Do something.
Don't
about
get
it.
beat 49-7.
Do something about it. Do something about it on the field. Put some points on the board.
Brother, if it was 49-7 in our way, what would we be doing? We'd be dancing around, talking. You would do the same thing. I understand that's not how it used to be, but that's how stuff goes these days. They're going to chirp, they're going to talk, and they have every right to do so tonight. They're up 49-7, but you got to shake that off, and I don't know. I think after all that, Junction City will take over at the 45-yard line in Prescott territory. Hankton's in the gun. Alongside him, Jordavion Williams. He's going to hand that off. Jordavion shot out of a cannon. Jordavion still running. Jordavion makes a cut, makes another cut. He's got a guy approaching him behind. Jordavion down to about the 2-3 yard line. Good run there by Williams.
Good run right there. I mean, he found the hole right there and kind of quickly shot through it. And kind of, let's see how we're going to come out here. Imagine we're just going to run the same type of play. Just get in the end zone right here.
Will be a running clock. Has been the whole second half.
You'd like to see, like
to see Jordan carry this on in.
Yeah, I mean, we depend on the pass a lot.
He's got it.
There you go, kind of stuck it over.
Is that Jordy's first touchdown this year?
No. Can't be.
I know he had like 100 and – man, I know he's had a lot of good yardage gains, but I don't remember him punching one in.
If it is, Brendan, I'm –
Pinister's got several at the goal line.
Yeah,
Jordy's had some big –
it might be. No, I think he caught one down the middle. It was pretty I might be wrong. I don't know, against Carlisle or Lake Village maybe.
I don't want to sound crazy, but I don't remember. He's had good games.
He's had good games. He's had good runs, but I don't know if –
that's his first touchdown of the year.
And yeah, Wayne just tells us first touchdown of the year.
You've done Jordy has done he's got several yards. I mean, don't get it wrong. He's had some great games. He leads the team in rushing, but I just didn't think he had found that end zone, and we confirmed that was Jordavion's first touchdown this year, and he has ran the ball hard this year. It's nice to find that pay dirt. It's 49-14. We're going to stay with you. It's only about 5.5 minutes left in this one. It's a running clock. D-Wood.
Well, you're going to be missing 4 players next week.
That's kind of what I'm wondering. What is it?
And they're big time. I mean, they're big
big
players.
time players. They're starters.
They're starters for you. So, I mean, you're going to have some people fit in next week that.
Do you consider pulling the freshman up?
Nah, not yet.
They got 2 games left?
I mean, you do sit there and think, I mean, the conference championship's out the window now, I believe, since they had the.
You can't go in there and slip, though, man.
You can't go in there and slip. So, I mean, possibly.
That's what I'm saying. Do you do you think about pulling any of them up? You just lost 4. I mean, it's just kind of in my head. Do you consider it?
I mean, you might, Brennan. I mean, it's a decision to make. I mean, either that or you just kind of roll with it.
Cameron Flowers flew down the field, didn't make the tackle. Jackson Caldwell wraps around the ankles in a host of Dragons. I believe that's Kane Lee. What are we doing here?
It ain't nothing. It's just people getting overexcited. It's just kids.
That's kind of what I'm like, what's going on?
That was nothing going on there.
I heard whistles and people yelling. I was like, man, making a tackle.
That was just kids fighting for yardage. That's what happens, though, after you have a scene that you just had.
People nitpick it.
Yeah.
Or you should nitpick it.
Yeah.
Not fans, but officials should keep it close. Graydon Henry in the ball game. I believe that's Jeter. Hodges, Henry, Thurman, Woody. It's Larry on the far side, isn't it? They're fitting that second delay.
The slow they're coming out here.
They're going to back them up 5. No way they get the ball.
It doesn't really make a difference.
3.5 left in this one. When it gets to about a minute, we're just going to kick this straight into the
post game right there. Kind of look forward to next week.
Yep.
Oh,
I hope we see some fire to us next week, man. I would hate to be in that locker room and have to listen to these coaches tonight, which they earned it. Hey, these coaches can. They're going to be fired up. Yeah, they don't want the old baseball treatment. Old Coach Emmett would have us here till.
Boy, let me tell you, when we got 15 run by Summerfield, oh my gosh. He was keeping us in dang near tornado weather, waiting on a tornado to pass by because he's ready to practice us at 9 o'clock at night one night.
That was Big Jeter on the tackle, I believe.
Thank God for old Connie Hammett saving our lives that night. We were able to get out of the tornado weather and head home. But the next day, we had to come back down here to this ball field, and Joe Paul, boy, it was rough.
No, that was for me. That was when Britton Cup arrived, and I turned Coach Hammett's hair gray a little sooner than it needed to be. Coach Hammett, I gave him 4 years. He earned his 4 years when I was there. I wish he'd get some players with some grit. I'm hoping they improve a little this year. He's had a young team. Talk a little bit about baseball, but he's had a young team the last few years. They've got a few coming back this year. Got a couple pitchers. Man, I'm looking for a little bit better year out of them this year.
A little bit of an improvement. I mean, you at least try to get the double-digit wins.
You got some reinforcements. You got several 8th graders that are coming up next year that are going to help tremendously.
The future's bright. There's a bunch of young kids I know that's been
in the
playing ball for a while. That's a good little group of them that been playing together, and they're going to be pretty talented, I believe.
Yeah, and you just want to. Baseball's come to the point. We're going to talk about it right now because this one right here is winding down. It's got to the point kids are learning fundamentals when they get to 7th to 9th grade versus learning fundamentals
earlier
when they're
on and
6, 7, 8 years old. They're learning it when they get to the high school level, and it's just not. It's not ideal.
Different day and time.
They took out the Dixie tournament ball. It's either you're really good and you have really good players, or there's no in between. There's a minute left in this one. Let's go ahead and get this thing started.
Rough night.
Forget tonight. What do you look forward to next week?
Yeah, you got to come out. You got to have some type of energy, and you got to have some type of fight next week. I mean, Smackover. I mean, that's a county rival right there. I mean, normally it's been pretty close games for the most part between us, especially since we've kind of joined back in the conference with them. So you'd like to see that kind of.
Well, they come in here last year and we kind of overlooked them, and they just kind of they poured it to us.
Which was before we pulled up the freshmen, and that was a completely different team after freshmen were pulled up. But I mean, it's a I don't know. It's a game next week that I think is very winnable over there. We
got to execute it.
Yeah, you got to execute. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
You got to be short. You're going to be short-handed.
We had mini cheer camp here this week. Smackover's got it next week. My daughter's in that, so I might have to enjoy that for a little bit too before the game.
What color are you wearing?
I'll be wearing the purple. Don't worry.
Okay, all right, we're good. Well, folks,
let's Smackover.
There's not much of a to review here. I mean,
yeah, it's rough.
Said it for what it is. Credit Prescott for coming down here and showing why they're the #1 team in 3A. That's about all I can wrap up to say it. D-Wood, any last thoughts?
There's a lot of improvement that needs to be made right here. I mean, there's some kids that need to look within, man.
Look in the mirror.
Like, there's got to be some heart put into some of these kids, man. It's for the most part, this ain't been Dragon football played for, especially the Haynesville game and this one right here. It's something improvement's got to be done. But I expect these coaches to get that handled this week and try to move forward with the next 4 games we play are very winnable games, and I believe that we can go into the playoffs with a 4-game win streak for sure. So, I mean, there's still some season ahead of us, but I think we're going to be able to turn it around hopefully with these coaches we got.
Right, absolutely. Look yourself in the mirror tonight when you get home. Think about it. Come out to Smackover next week. We'll have it live for y'all, and we'll see y'all next week.
The following has been an exclusive presentation of the Dragon Sports Network.